Yo, what is going on, guys? Double A here. So today we're going to be discussing the new PTR patch notes that were released yesterday, and it is a big one. There are many hero balance changes that are included in these patch notes, so let's get started. To start off the patch notes, they do mention that they are experimenting with many significant hero changes. They will be continuously making adjustments throughout the PTR. It should also be noted that none of these changes should be considered final. Now, let's start off with some general changes. So, dealing damage to non-players, such as Torbjorn turrets or Symmetra turrets, will no longer charge ultimates. Seems a little bit strange to me, but I guess I can kind of see where they're coming from. And the second thing is, which is probably the biggest change in these entire patch notes, is that all ultimate costs have been increased by 25% for all heroes. This is an absolute game changer. I believe this will start to slow down the game significantly. This change should make skirmishes and winning aim battles more important, and to be honest, I kind of agree with these changes. It makes the game more skillful, and it makes you value your ultimate more. Overall, I think it's a crazy change, but I'm kind of excited to see if it's implemented or not. Alright, so now let's dive into the hero changes. We'll get things rolling with D.Va. So D.Va is getting some love this patch, with her mech health increasing by 200, formerly being 100, and her armor remaining at 400, meaning she'll have a total health of 600, which I believe is much needed on D.Va. But more importantly, she's getting her buff to her movement speed while she fires. It's going to be increased by 25%. This is going to help D.Va a lot when she gets up close and personal with her enemies. This will allow her to do more damage overall, and I think it will lead to D.Va being a meta pick. Alright, so up next we have Soldier 76, who's finally getting a nice little buff to his damage. 76's bullet damage has now been increased from 17 to 20, so each bullet you hit now will do 3 more damage per hit. Should be noted that his maximum bullet spread has increased slightly, but I don't believe this will affect him too much. This is still a buff overall, and it should lead to more people picking 76 in certain fights, instead of having to pick McCree all the time. Now, we move on to what I think everybody was expecting, an Ana nerf. Ana's Nano Boost has been one of the biggest game-changing ultimates in almost every game you play, but is now getting hit pretty hard. Ana's Nano Boost no longer increases movement speed. This is a huge nerf to the Nano Boost. I feel like the main reason it worked so well with heroes like Raper or Reinhardt is because they were able to get to the enemy line so quickly. I thought they would have nerfed the cost duration of Nano Boost, but I feel like maybe it's something that is needed. So this is going to hurt Ana quite a bit. Now, let's talk about Mei. Mei has become one of my favorite go-to heroes while playing competitive, because of how strong she currently is. You can charge up her ultimate so quickly, and it makes it really difficult for enemy teams to capture any point. So, Mei is getting an ultimate cost increase by 15%. I think this change is needed, and it should balance her out. I still think she'll be played just as much as before, you just won't have your ultimate as quickly now. Now, for a nerf I wasn't really expecting to happen. Lucio's Amp It Up will have a healing per second decrease of 10%. I don't think this is that significant of a change. I still feel like he'll be played in most team comps and will still be a must pick on the King of the Hill maps, but this should help with having people maybe possibly consider picking another healer in certain situations. Now, for a change I was expecting to happen, a Zarya nerf. Both her particle barrier and her projected barrier are getting hit with a 20% decrease in how much power you gain from each of them. This change was something I kind of saw coming, but I still don't think it hurts Zarya all that much. It will take longer for you to become at maximum charge, I still think she's going to be just as reliable, maybe just not as overpowered. And last on our list is Torbjorn. So Torbjorn is getting a nice little buff. Scrap is now going to be automatically generated over time, so he doesn't have to be near fallen enemies to receive them anymore. However, the amount of scrap collected from fallen enemies has been decreased by 40% though. This still helps him overall, and it should be pretty strong at the beginning of games due to the automatic generation. Torb's hammer is also being buffed by giving him a faster swing speed of 25%. So he should be able to put up and fix turrets a lot faster, but it has been decreased in damage by 27%. So that's going to do it for the changes in the PTR patch. I don't know how they're going to go about choosing which ones they do implement, but I am glad that they are trying out new things. This should be a great positive thing for the game, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. And if you did like this video, please show the support by leaving a like down below, and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next time.